How's it going, Mets and overall baseball fans? Welcome back to the channel. And folks, we have breaking news to get into as the Mets have made a new hire to their front office. But before we get into it all I ask is if you're new to the channel, don't hesitate from smashing that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys all so much as always. And of course, I have to let you all know that today's show is brought to you by BetOnline. BetOnline is your #1 source for all your sports betting needs. So make sure you head over to betonline.ag using promo code Bleav at BLEAV. That way you get yourself a 50% off welcome bonus. BetOnline, it's where the games begin. And now, folks, let's officially let the video begin, because as you can see, this is not my current setup. I'm at my buddy Richie's place, and if you guys know, I'm at Jets Media, Knicks Media, or for the OGs here in WardyNYM, Mets Media. Great YouTuber. Make sure to check out all of his respective channels. Appreciate him letting me use the setup right now. But we have breaking news to get into that. Yes, the Mets have brought back Carlos Beltran in the Mets organization, not in a coaching role, but in a front office role, some type of role under Beltran. Now, we don't know the exact details at this point, as John Heyman first noted of the New York Post, but my raw reactions, I want to see yours down below. For me, I'm excited about this because I was in favor of Beltran when the Mets initially even hired him as manager a couple years ago, but that only lasted a day because then the Astros cheating scandal came out, as we all know, and he was exiled out of MLB for a couple years in doing so. Now, since then, he's been working the past year for Yes Network for the Yankees and has stepped down from that role because he's now coming back in the Mets organization. An interesting role, I'd imagine, will probably be either a special assistant to the GM, a special advisor, just some type of role where Beltran can give input and really potentially work his way up in this Mets front office. Because it's interesting, a year ago when the Mets hired Buck Showalter as their new manager, Buck initially wanted to interview Beltran right away as some type of coach under that being in Buck during that span, but the Mets front office was not really in love with the idea of bringing Beltran back in the organization at the time a year ago. But as we fast forward a year later, the Mets have utmost trust in Buck Showalter, Billy Epler. So when Buck wanted to interview Beltran again this offseason now for a coaching role, whether that was going to be bench coach, that Eric Chavez is now in the role, or whatever it may be, that is yet to be seen, whatever it was going to be rather. But the Mets did go on pursuit of Carlos Beltran this offseason, and Beltran said no to a coaching role, and here we have him now in some type of front office role. Again, whether it's a special advisor, a special assistant, a GM, we will soon find out, but I'm happy to see Beltran back in the organization. Regardless of the cheating scandal, he is one of the best baseball minds in the game today, so advanced. And again, his cheating scandal at the end of his career with the Astros does not define him and the great success they had all previously in what was a clean career for the most part. So I'm excited to see Beltran back in the organization. I'm really curious too what type of role he's going to have, and if this means that he's going to work his way up in the ranks and potentially be a head honcho in the Mets front office in the years to come, or if this is something where he's going to really just share his input kind of on the side, more of an advisor role, and then nothing too much is going to come of it. All I know is I'm excited to see Beltran back in the organization. So Mets fans, I want to know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about Beltran back with the Mets here? Do you like this? Do you not like this? What type of role do you think he's going to get? And ultimately, do you think that this was the best route for the Mets going forward, bringing Beltran back, or should they have stayed away from him like they have over the past couple of years since the Astros cheating scandal exiled him out of baseball for a couple of years? Whatever your thoughts are, please make sure to let me know them down below. Thank you so much for watching this quick video on breaking news that yes, the Mets are bringing back Beltran and the Mets organization, not in a coaching role, but in a front office role. And stay tuned for more great content all throughout the weeks here on WardyNYM as we get closer and closer to the opening day. We have a new podcast coming out this Tuesday for Bleav in Queens. Make sure to check that out, and we'll be having a big giveaway on the channel sooner than later. That's long overdue, so stay tuned for that too. Thank you guys once more. As always, let's go Mets, baby. I'll talk to you again real soon. Peace out.